The Redmi Note 8 Pro, the latest in the Redmi lineup, a budget phone with a 64 megapixel quad camera, 4,500 milliamp hour battery. My version is the 6 plus 64 gigabyte version, and you can also get some earphones too, and these do have a headphone jack because the Redmi Note 8 Pro does have a headphone jack. So I've seen blue boxes too, but mine came in this pinkish reddish one. I would say this is a big improvement over the Note 7 Pro. Typical Xiaomi unboxing, you get this rubbery case there. Look at that cutout for the camera. A much bigger camera unit on the Redmi Note 8 Pro, a big selling point of this phone, and an 18-watt charger in the box. Wow, this is a really nice green emerald jade color. Really good shine all over the back. I actually think this is like an extension of the design we saw in the Redmi K20 and K20 Pro, where it's a little bit more subtle, whereas those were like fire raging. This is a little bit more subtle in the way that the color changes throughout the back of the device. I like the green. It also comes in a white color and a black color. You get a 4,500 milliamp hour battery, which is slightly bigger than the competition. Xiaomi are comparing this a lot to the Honor 9X. USB-C charging, that headphone jack at the bottom. The screen has a notch in the middle. The Honor 9X has a pop-up camera. This does enable the Redmi device to be a little bit thinner than the Honor 9X though, even though it has a bigger battery. It's an LCD screen, but I think brightness is really good, and actually the bezels for this price range are really good and not big. Certainly a little bit smaller than the Honor 9X. The camera setup is very similar to other Xiaomi and Redmi phones. You get photo and video, short video, and the 64 megapixel mode is right down there in the camera settings. That's easy to use and means we don't have to go into the settings to change it, which means we can actually take advantage of 64 megapixel mode more easily. In video, you can shoot 1080p up to 60 frames a second, and you can shoot 4K video too, at 30 frames a second. Something that I can't test out in the unboxing is just how this new Mediatek chip handles video and also video stabilization. They have a brand new camera sensor under that main camera unit, and this Mediatek chip is a little bit unknown. So in terms of video and stabilization performance, I really have to test it out further. So subscribe if you want to see the camera and video tests. The fingerprint sensor is on the back at the bottom of that camera unit. The camera unit is raised, and so it's really easy to find with your finger. I have to say I prefer the side mounted unit on the Honor 9X though. Let's just do a quick test. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh yeah, that is quick. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, that is majorly quick. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, even though it's not under screen or on the side, it is really, really quick and accurate. Absolutely no problems with that. I suspect a lot of you would use Face ID on this as well because it's just going to be so much quicker. So let's test that out and just go on my face, and you have to swipe up to open the phone after it's unlocked. So let me show you how quick that is. Up. It really is quick. No stuttering whatsoever. The front camera is housed in the notch up there, and you actually get a really big speaker at the top as well, but it just has mono audio. So that's just an earpiece. Comparing it to the Redmi K20, which is a bit more expensive, really similar design. The bezels aren't that much bigger. It's a bigger phone and a thicker phone slightly, but it does have a bigger battery and an LCD screen. And just to let you guys know, if you are charging this, it does have a notification LED. You can just make it out. It is to the top right of that camera.
I don't wanna be alone, spend too much time by myself.
The front camera is 20 megapixels and it records video in 1080p. It's housed in that notch in the middle, which is a better placement for it than on the side if it's in a pop-up. If you want to check out some more pictures from this phone, go and check out my Instagram and my Twitter. I'll post some more information about this phone on those. First impressions of this selfie is that actually my skin tones look way more natural than they usually do on Xiaomi devices. So that's a good thing. This is the ultra wide camera. It looks decent, but not amazing. Going into the main camera, colors are more vibrant on this one, and it lets you go 2x zoom, but that is a digital crop. Comparing this normal image to the 64 megapixel image, you won't notice too much difference unless you're zooming in or blowing it up quite large. Macro mode can turn pictures that would look useless into pictures like this, which are really cool. So yeah, macro mode works. Going to the ultra wide, this looks a little bit dark. I would like the exposure to be a little bit brighter, but that can be fixed. This is the main camera, and then going into the 2x zoom as well. Overall, the device feels really snappy. You've got the new Mediatek chipset in there, which is pretty powerful for the price range. The LCD screen is very bright and very colorful. Absolutely nothing bad to say about it at all. Some people prefer OLED, but at this price point, it's quite rare to have an OLED screen. I don't mind the notch, and overall, I really like the feel of the device. But let's just get on to some PUBG. That's what you're all going to see, I'm sure. How about the settings? What can you play this on? I know a lot of you guys want to play this on high frame rate. So what can we play it on? If you choose high graphics, you can also choose high frame rate. But if you choose low graphics, you can actually choose high frame rate gameplay. That is really good. That means you can get that 60 frames a second type of gameplay. So that's a really big plus point for this phone. I'm going to keep it on low graphics and high frame rate because that's how I like to play it. I didn't play for too long, but I did notice it was getting a little bit hot, but nothing out of the ordinary. Definitely hot, but not way too hot. But anyway, I'll test that further in the gaming test. Subscribe if you want to see that one. Redmi have managed to pack a 64 megapixel quad camera setup with a powerful processor in a budget device. It's a great package all round. Subscribe if you want to see more about this phone. Those videos will be coming soon. That's it for now, but I will see you in the next one.